Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Smart TCG, and today I'm going to be going over arguably the fastest deck currently in the standard format, and that is going to be Turbo Lost Box. Now, there are lots of ways to play the Lost Zone variants. You have the Zamazenta builds, the Charizard builds, the Kyogre builds, and we also have the Turbo build. And the Turbo build is meant to go incredibly fast. You have your Comfey with its flower selecting, being able to put one of the two cards off the top of the deck into the Lost Zone and paired up with cards like Colress's Experiment. Your goal is to get tons of cards into the Lost Zone as quickly as you possibly can. This variant is going to be attempting to hit turn 1 KOs with cards like Raikou or Dragonite, but if it doesn't, it still is a very standard Lost Zone box deck. You have cards like Cramorant and Sableye, and great attackers, along with a Snorlax as well. I'm currently playing the Snorlax in this list because it's really strong versus the Lugia matchup. Being able to go Cramorant and smack a Lugia for 110 and then use Thumping Snore to deal 180 is really nice at being able to handle it, because there are some situations where you cannot actually pull off the Raikou Sky Seal Stone combo, which means that you typically don't then just want to attack with a Raikou into a 2-prizer, because that's not a great trade, because they'll just use something like Stonejourner to KO you back. So that's, kind of the reason as to why I've, added in the Snorlax. It's also okay in Mirror. It's just a really awkward like Pokemon to deal with 150 HP. List here, relatively standard. I play one Forest and one Sky Seal in this deck. I really like the Sky Seal. Helps out in matchups like Goodra, also helps out in the Mew VMAX matchup, and also the Lugia matchup. And then Forest is just great for consistency when you need it. But I've even considered maybe even trying a second Sky Seal just so I find it consistently, because I'm not actually sure if Turbo Lost Box needs the Seal Stone, the Forest one, that is. So yeah, all right, this is the list as of right now. I think that Turbo Lost Box is really good, probably the best deck in the format currently right now matchup wise, and it definitely is the fastest deck in the format. So all right, let's hop into some games and show off how the deck works. All right, everyone, so hopping into our game here, it looks like we're going to be going up against the Gardevoir deck. So this is one of Turbo Lost Box better matchups just because of how quick our deck goes. So we'll see how we're able to do those. So there's a bench of the Zacian. There's an Ultra Ball as well. So it looks like they got themselves a pretty okay start. Research being tossed away along with an Energy. Probably see something like another Ralts come out, or maybe a Radiant Greninja, or I guess Mew as well. That would make sense. So this fact that they got Mew is a sign that they have an Energy as well to retreat, to use Mew. And this is a big mysterious tale. If they're able to get something like a VIP pass, they're going to be able to establish their board pretty nicely. However, if they're not able to, then we're definitely going to be in a pretty good spot just to take over really quickly. So there is the flower selecting being used, and there is the VIP pass. So really good start here by the Gardevoir player, and we got to respond. We definitely got to respond, because Gardevoir is a deck that if you don't respond quickly and you don't, overrun them before they get fully set up, you're going to run into some problems. So there comes double Ralts hitting the board. We'll see what else they got. All right, there's Roar the Sword as well. Okay, so yeah, pretty good start for them. I mean, they got the 3 Ralts, the Zacian Energy as well. Their goal with this is to attempt to get 2 KOs with it. So it's technically an even prize trade. So yeah, pretty good for them. I think we're gonna start off with the VIP here. We'll grab Greninja and Comfey. Let's go Concealed first. We have 2 gear in hand, which is great. Let's draw 2. Okay, that's a little awkward. So there's an argument to gear here first to see what I get. Ooh, I missed. Because I don't really want to gear before I flower select. Okay, there's a Colress. Alright, that's Colress. I think this is correct. Take all these. All right. Go Switch Cart. The Comf. Flower. We'll take bosses. Ooh, that's difficult. I think I need to take boss because I want to start boss cramming things. We'll grab that. We'll go Nest Ball. Grab ourselves the Comfey. Go attach. Retreat. Comf, Flower. We missed it. Okay, so I guess we got to grab the rope here. So we did miss turn 1, but that's okay. We have a really good setup for turn 2 potentially. Yeah, I guess we have to pass there. All right, not ideal for sure. We definitely would have liked to get that turn 1 hit, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes you're not able to draw into it, which it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. So they got themselves an extra turn here. So we're definitely gonna have a little bit of a closer game than if I got the turn 1 cram for sure. So here comes Mysterious Tail being used. Get himself that level ball. So now my next turn is going to most likely, if I can get myself a Cramorant, will include using boss's orders to KO. However, that still might not happen. I can't actually just use Radiant Greninja's Moonlight Shuriken. If they don't get Mew down, I can just run them over with that really quickly. So if they don't respect the Moonlight Shuriken here, I will be very happy. There's Kirlia coming out by Billiam. There's the Kirlia evolved. All right, we'll see what they got here. Let's see. All right, whoa, so they didn't put them in the... Okay, so there must be 2 cards that they just feel like they can't discard in this hand to make themselves do this. I mean, I guess they're judging too, so that's like pretty scary. There's a judge. We're also down both of our gears as well, which makes this judge a lot more detrimental, unless we draw Colress here, which we drew a pretty good hand, honestly. So that's not bad. All right, there's Nest Ball getting rid of. Yeah, so we got the Nest Ball. There's an energy we can get rid of. The good thing is that they're not Cresselia me turn 1, which means I'm not under too much pressure. So we'll see what we draw into. The 2 Comfey here is kind of excessive. We don't need those. But yeah. All right, we'll see what they got here. Yeah, and they just Roar the Sword in again. So I need to KO something this turn. Like I need to do something, which I can for sure. I think I am going to Nest Ball first because I know I'm going to Cramorant no matter what this turn. So I just want to thin the card out because I got judged. So at this point, I just need to maximize my chances of finding Colress's Experiment later on, which I do have only 2 left. So I do need to be careful. All right, we'll start with Radiant Greninja here. I always like the Radiant Greninja before I flower selecting just because I want to see my options first before I determine what I want to take off flower. Okay, there's Colress. Well, that's really good. So we're at 5 now. Let's go Colress. Unfortunately, I missed the water, or else I could have gone Shuriken. I guess I could still go for it, technically. 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm down 2 water. It's really unlikely. So I guess we could just take the Cram KO. Or I guess we could also just Escape Rope. But I kind of want to get rid of their consistency here. We're at 7. Interesting. I guess I'll just go Flower here and see what we got. It's water. We'll take that. 2 water in the discard. I think there's 1 prized. Yeah, there's not 1 prize. That's what I thought. I was like, I think I have them. So now I can just Shuriken them. Okay, well, that's really good. We don't necessarily need to do it this turn, but I mean, I guess it is worth it to do it. All right, we'll go there. Use the Escape Rope. Gonna force them to bring something up here, and now we're looking really good. So yeah, we can just go Shuriken here on turn 2, and they're under a lot of pressure now. This is not good for them. Not getting Manaphy down is really detrimental, and we just pretty much hit turn 2 really easily. So this is why the turbo variant is so good, is because it can hit this a lot of the time. So we're gonna go promote the Radiant Greninja and then use our Moonlight Shuriken. Gonna be able to take out the Ralts here, and then I think we're gonna take out the so we're gonna take out the Ralts on the bench and then the Curly as well. The reason is that I want to leave this one stuck active. I think that's better. So we'll go 1. Because then I force them to find energy or damage it with a Gardevoir to retreat it. So technically damage itself, right? So we'll go Shuriken, take the 2 prizes. VIP Pass, Mirage Gate, pretty good. We're definitely going to need to use something like an Energy Recycler to be able to get all these energies back, because we are now at 5 in the discard. But we're looking really good here. I mean, we got down both of the Ralts. That was pretty easy. And then if we can get ourselves even something, so like if they don't Storm Slash us, if we just get ourselves Recycler, we can do it again. So Yeah, this is definitely a lot of pressure on them for now. So we'll see. All right, what do they have? Okay. All right, let's see what they got here. So they got the Ralts, the Zacian. So they probably do want to attack with the Zacian. The problem is I don't know if they can actually move this because they don't have consistency anymore. We pretty much just chopped their consistency off by getting rid of that Kirlia, which could have very possibly, with the fact that there are 2 research in here, been their only consistency cards on like on the board. Is because they're already down 2 research. So all right, there's a Zacian. But this doesn't, they would have to be Roar. Oh, they had Rare Candy. Okay. So that's important. Yeah. So I was about to say, I was like, if they don't have that, then I don't know what they're doing. Just give me Zacian. But this makes sense for sure. So now I can just Sableye this though. So I can go Sableye, KO the Ralts on the bench, and then put enough on the Zacian to where I can just go and Snorlax KO it. So we're looking pretty good here. We're at 8 right now. So yeah, we get to 10 really easily. There's the energy attachment. That's all they need. Yeah, that's all they need. I was about to say, I was like, that's all you need to be able to actually do something here. So, all right, Storm Slash for the KO here. Gonna be able to take that knockouts. And for us, it's time to promote the Comf. All right, let's see what we get here. Draw for turn. The force isn't bad. Losing the Radiant Greninja is obviously tough because we also are down a Klara as well. But it's not the end of the world. So let's just go Flower here. See what we get. Well, that's an easy decision. We'll get the Recycler. So this does get a little bit weird as we don't necessarily have a great board. But I can always just poke here with Cram, then Sableye this later. Even if they play Penny, I think I'm so far up anyways to where I can kind of safely do this. So we'll just go and Spit Innocently here for 110. And then I can just clean this up with Sableye at some point, so that's fine. I mean, this is also our only Cramorant as well, because we only have 1 in the deck. But we're down 2 Colress. Technically, we have down 3 Colress, so there's a possibility we could lose this game, just based off the fact that we don't have a whole lot of draw power left. So this might get closer than expected. There's Kirlia. Rock Crystal. Yeah, so there's the Cresselia. But that's not the end of the world anyways. I'm not too... because we're still so far up anyways. Because, like, them KOing a Comfey here is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. So, we'll see. Yeah, there's Research. Level Ball, VIP. Getting tossed away there. They probably could have played the Level Ball first if there was something they wanted to thin out there. But maybe there wasn't. I feel like there would be based off what's in their discard. So yeah, we're definitely kind of reaching that point. Like if we top deck Sableye, we have it because we can go Recycler, Lost Vacuum the 4 Seal Stone, and then we easily have the 10 Sableye plop all the damage on Zacian and then figure out the last 2 prize strategies. So anyways, there's the retreat, going to be going up into the Cresselia, and their goal with the Cresselia here is going to be to snipe one of the Comfeys off my side of the field here, and in tune also heal their bench. So this is the strategy that a good Gardevoir player should be doing, is using the Cresselia to be able to fling damage over onto my board, because you take knockouts, cut consistency, and also heal your Pokemon, which is kind of the trifecta of doom for Lost Box if you can pull it off successfully turn after turn. And this is what they're going to be able to do here. Oh, they might just Lunar Blast me. Interesting. That's what I was not expecting them to Lunar Blast. Well, I guess they're going to Lunar Blast me then. Never mind. That is surprising. Okay. Well, I guess Lunar Blast is also an option that they can use. But I probably would have Moonglowed Reverse here, unless they didn't have enough energies. They didn't have a whole lot of energy. Maybe they just didn't want to like spread the maybe they just didn't want to spread the damage around, which I guess is also kind of fair. All right, as long as we get Klara or Colress off these next 3 to 4 cards, we should be fine. We do have also switch outs left as well, which is important. We have plenty. Let's go Flower. There's a Sableye. All right, sick. So we go bench Sableye. We're at 10, so I want a Mirage Gate. Back. All of these. I'll go here. Attach. Retreat. Go into Sable. I guess I'll bench another Comfey just because of the threat of the Cresselia. Then we'll Lost Mine. I kind of just want to take these prizes now. 170, 200, 220. I think that's fair. The Cresselia is always gonna get knocked out anyways, but they could also just Moonglow reverse, which is kind of annoying. So I guess I kind of just want to put it on this Cresselia so I can KO a Cresselia paired it with Mew next turn. I think that's fine. We'll just put it all on there because we're gonna Moonglow reverse the damage off anyways off certain Pokemon. So it's better just to plop it all on one thing. So if you're playing as a Lost Box player in these type of situations, just put it all onto one Pokemon. Because if you just if you just spread it out, you're helping them, right? So that's the big issue, is that you don't actually want to help them. So yeah, we'll see what they're doing here now. There's another Zacian. Okay. We'll see. There's the refinement. Being used. Drawn 2. Alright. There's an energy attachment. Yep. Onto the Zacian. And there's a Shiny Arcana Gardevoir. So they do get the big one up here. The one that's really, really difficult for Lost Box to deal with if it does attack with 0 energy, or if it does attack with 0 damage on it. Here's Roxanne. I mean, like, we did have 4 Seal Stone Drapion, but before that, I'm okay with that because our hand sucked. So yeah, we'll see what we draw here. We get ourselves the Switch Cart and the VIP, so not particularly most amazing draws here, but we got ourselves Switch Cart, so that's good. And we do win with a Klara. Yeah, Klara would get us there because we could just go there. So, okay. Psychic Embrace. Alright, so they're damaging the Guardy there. It doesn't really hurt to damage it because both of these things get KO'd to Sableye regardless. So, not that big of a reason. But I guess they're only going to put one there to prevent that. They might attack with the Gardevoir here. I wouldn't be surprised. That does open Drapion to one-shot, but they also did just Roxanne me. The big thing about this is also probably their only Roxanne that they have, because they already PAL-padded, which is important, right? So, it's always critical to look at, so. Alright, we'll see what we're able to do here. There's Moonglow. Oh, so now they're Moonglowing. Interesting, okay. So, Seal Stone. The turbo part of this deck is going to be very important to close out this game because I need to find it to be able to get these last 2 prizes. We'll see. Return. Oh, there's Klara. All right. So the Klara is going to allow us to get ourselves the Sableye back. We're going to go, might as well just put these back just to be safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to be able to go Sableye. We're going to put 6 here and then 5 here, and we'll be able to take our last 2 prizes. There's a Switch Cart going into Sableye, and we'll be able to attach and then use our Lost Mine to be able to take the KO on both of these Pokemon. We're going to go 10, 20, and then 30, 20, and 10, 10. Taking both KOs and taking the game. So that was the very first game. They're a pretty long game, but I think we're going to hop into another one. There's a Dragonite. I really want to use potentially some of these big 2-prize Pokemon, especially with 4 Seal Stone and stuff like that. But anyways, we're able to take that game pretty convincingly. So let's hop into another one. All right, so getting into our next one. Looks like we're going to be going up against another Gardevoir. So going to see exactly how we're able to do against this one. We're going first. I have a really, really good start as well. So however, we did prize the Radiant Greninja, so that's not good. And we do have the Hisuian. Okay, so that's important. The prize in the Radiant Greninja is definitely not great. However, we can seal stone for heavy ball, which is the good thing about that. So it's not the total end of the universe here. So let's grab double Comfey. Let's put them down. We also got Seal Stone Drapion. Yeah, we're okay here. Retreat. Going to Comfey. Flower. I'll only do it if I have to next turn. Like, I don't want to do it next turn, but I think we'll only do it if we have to. I think I'll grab... That's debatable. That's tough. Because, like, I think I want all my Colress in my deck just because of Judge and Roxanne. And I should theoretically be able to find switch cards off of Colress anyway. So I think I'll just take the third Colress and pass here. Yeah, because like some people would not take Colress there, right? And I think my argument is that the only way you lose this matchup is if they Judge or Roxanne you consistently, and how you get out of that is with things like Colress, and we're gonna be using like switches anyways, so yeah, we're totally fine here. All right, we'll see what they do. All right. All right. So there is the Mew being used to getting themselves the Ultra Ball. No other VIP pass though, just yet. So that is good for us. And yeah, we're looking. Yeah, we pretty much have guaranteed. Yeah, we have effectively guaranteed turn 2 Cramorant. So that's good. The big question is, I wonder what they bench here. If they bench anything else like Zacian. No, okay. All right, Mirage Gate, pretty useless here. Sky Seal Stone's not great here. The Forest is good though. I think I'm gonna hold on to Forest. Let's go Flower, because like ideally I don't need to, but ideally I don't need to use it, which I don't need to use it here, so that's good. We're at 4. I think we'll go Switch Cart, Flower, Energy, Nest Ball, Cram, then we'll Escape Rope here. So yeah, pretty good start here. I'm up to 5. The reason I want to get to 5, it just makes it a little bit easier to get to 10 next turn, because I can go I know I lost zone to Vacuum, but I can go 1 Lost Vacuum Colress plus 2 Comfeys to be able to get to 10, to then use something like the Sableye. So I do kind of just want to get myself at least kind of positioned to be able to do that next turn. I can do it, especially with something like the 4 Seal Stone in hand. And using Sableye would be huge next turn. So I might even consider benching that Drapion just so I can get off Sableye. Because if I get off Sableye, then you're pretty much just going to be so far ahead in the game. But in this situation, you can kind of just see just how powerful Turbo Lost Box is. And yeah, it's just so strong. So we'll see what they're able to do here as Level Ball. All right. There's Kirlia. I mean, if they want a Mirage Step, that's totally fine. I'm not against them Mirage Stepping here. Because I can just, yeah, that's totally okay. It just buys me another turn where they're not actually pressuring me, which is what's important in this matchup. Because, like, Lost Box can lose if they just get overpressured and they just kind of get ran over. But if they're not, then they're pretty much just going to be chilling. All right. All right. Let's see. What do they have here? Do they have a way to retreat? I think that's the big question. Is they have a big way to retreat? Because the problem with the Mirage Step one is more or less they don't, like, they can't draw cards on the turn. Yeah, and they don't have it. Okay. So, now I can use 4 Seal Stone to be effective. Okay, but first off, we're going to use Radiant Greninja. You definitely want to use Greninja first. And also Gear, potentially. Because we get boss, and we don't need to use 4 Seal Stone. All right, now we need to use 4 Seal Stone. So, and this is okay. Because, like, yes, you might be thinking, oh, you're benching a 2 prize. That is terrible. Yeah, it's not great. However, us getting this effect off is just so insanely powerful. Being able to just pick a card out of your deck and pretty much take over the game here is just worthwhile. So we'll go boss's orders, bring up the Curly, and I don't know if there's anything else they can particularly do here. We're going to take the knockout with that Spit Innocently, dealing 110 damage there. Going down to 4 prizes, and there was another boss, which is great. We're going to probably even want to use that on this next turn, and we're looking really, really good here. So, all right. Yep, and there's a concession. All right, looks like we were able to take over the game there with that 4 Seal Stone boss's orders. So Turbo Lost Box, really, really good. Does pretty good against Gardevoir. But yeah, with that being said, if you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's the best way to support me as a creator. If you're interested in the list, make sure to go check that out. All my other social links and stuff like that, my Manaphy coaching, and also my Twitch stream, stuff like that will all be in the description. So thank you so much for all the support as always. This is Smart TCG, and I'll speak to you again soon. Peace out. If you're interested in improving your game, I do offer coaching on Manaphy. I'm one of the most successful players in the entire world, ranked in the top 20 worldwide, and I know what it takes to get there. If you're just interested about learning what coaching is, I do also have a free consultation where we can kind of go over exactly how I coach, like some of the plans that might be best for you, and what we need to do moving forward to make sure that you are as successful as possible. Just is going to be kind of a time for us to get to know each other and kind of go over exactly what coaching is. But I have all of my sessions here along with training plans, and if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a message on Manaphy or any of my socials below. But just wanted to put that out there. If you are interested in improving your game, I do offer coaching on Manaphy, and if you have any questions, anything like that, all those links will be in the description. All right, thank you so much.